have no issue talking most of the time.
Yeah, I'm like, what did I say?
I'll never know. It's slow motion. You're never gonna find out.
The public to read, come to their own conclusions, and they can determine whether or not there was sexual harassment here, there was a smear campaign, or there was retaliation, because we have proof and receipts that absolutely and unequivocally show this is not true.
Justin Mal just released more footage, making Blake look like a liar as he doubles down with receipts. It all began when Justin shared hard-to-watch behind-the-scenes basement footage from the It Ends With Us premiere. Now, Blake's response is backfiring, escalating the PR disaster and sparking legal drama. From poor PR moves to mounting backlash, it's clear this controversy is spiraling, leaving Blake's reputation in serious jeopardy.
Can you guys frame up on the Sebastian on you?
And that smell.
The other day, I posted a video discussing Blake's PR blunders since this entire circus began. It's a shame she didn't watch it because her PR and legal teams are doing her no favors. Instead of stepping back and reevaluating, Blake and her team are making things worse. The delusion is real, and Blake Lively might be the most unlively person right now. Grab your popcorn, it's time to call out the liars. For context, Blake has a long-standing habit of playing the victim whenever things don't go her way, and honestly, people are over it. This whole drama with Justin Mal reeks of clout chasing and a desperate attempt to gain sympathy. However, this time she may have bitten off more than she can chew. Justin isn't sitting back, he's coming armed with receipts, and it's looking bad for Blake. As Justin's attorney, Brian Fredman, promised, they're systematically releasing evidence to discredit every single claim Blake made against Justin. And is it just me, or are they incredibly strategic with the timing of these receipts? It started with less serious screenshots, gradually building to damning videos. The progression has been so calculated that it feels like the next reveal might completely sweep Blake off the floor. First, they released a heartbreaking voice note of Justin claiming they were locked in a basement during the It Ends With Us premiere. Then came a photo confirming the basement incident. Now they've released a full video that dismantles Blake's accusations about Justin being inappropriate on set. Let's break it down, starting with the moment Blake claimed was the centerpiece of her allegations. In her lawsuit, she included video footage recorded during a scene where music was supposed to play in the background. Because the audio was muted, all we had initially was her version of events. But little did Blake know, Justin had the original, unedited footage. Now that the video is out, it's clear the context tells a different story. The audio reveals not just the conversation between Justin and Blake, but also the surrounding chatter in the room. Instead of supporting her claims, the footage shows two actors casually chatting, with no evidence of inappropriate behavior. If anything, both were engaging in unscripted discussions, likely to enhance the scene. Considering Justin was also directing, this makes sense. In the end, the receipts keep piling up, and the narrative Blake tried to spin is rapidly falling apart. This drama is escalating, and it seems like the next reveal might just end her clout chasing for good. Let's zoom in on the exact moment Blake highlighted in her lawsuit. Justin leans over and says, "I'm getting bearded on you today," out of which Blake giggles and replies, "I'm probably getting spray tan on you." Justin responds, "It smells so good," and Blake counters, "It's not that, it's my body makeup." You can see where this conversation is going. Watch for yourself.
It's my body makeup.
Guys, this is Blake's big moment in the lawsuit, where she tries to make it seem like two people deeply into each other during the honeymoon phase of a relationship, being flirtatious for the camera. But what you can clearly hear is Justin talking about his wife, with Blake joining in the fun. This is how Blake has played this entire situation from the start. When she claimed Justin entered her trailer while she was breastfeeding, text messages surfaced of Blake herself saying, "I'm breastfeeding, come over." Then there's the part where she accused a producer of showing her inappropriate photography, which turned out to be an artistic portrait of his business partner and their newborn in a bathtub. The producer showed her this because they were discussing home births. Now, Blake wants us to believe that what we've just witnessed is something entirely different. The moment Justin began providing proof, Blake went so far as to write to the Human Rights Office in the Southern District of New York, where she filed her lawsuit against him. She claimed that these leaks to the media were retaliation against her and asked the court to silence Justin and his team. According to Blake, Justin was trying his case in the media and she wasn't happy about it. This is ironic, though, considering she's the one who worked with the New York Times to publicly smear Baldoni with what could be called half-truths, though many of us see them as lies aimed at tarnishing his reputation. Now Blake is demanding a gag order against Baldoni after she's already tarnished his name in an attempt to revive her self-inflicted bad reputation following her controversial behavior at the It Ends With Us premiere. If Blake is truly standing in the truth, why should she be afraid of anything? She said that Justin didn't provide the full context of their interactions, but now that he has, what's her worry? Blake also claims that when she objected to Justin's alleged inappropriate behavior, his response was, "I'm not even attracted to you." If this is the truth, why is Blake doubling down with more accusations and legal threats?
I was immediately taken back to when she flipped the narrative on me and acted as if I did all these offensive things, when I want to reiterate I didn't speak to this girl. I did not speak to her. So this girl has a pattern of flipping the narrative, playing the victim, and then leveraging her status to actually bully and mistreat other people. So I've never heard of Justin Baldoni. I'm someone who, again, worked with Hollywood directors, never heard of this guy. This might have been his big break. And what I saw is her harassing him. Because again, usually it's the director that's the bigger dog on set. So yeah, they can harass their talent if they're like the much bigger name. But when you're the bigger name, you can have them kicked off set.
Moving on to other parts of the footage that Blake has complained about.
Can you guys frame up on the Sebastian on you?
Yeah.
We'll just do like our lips are right next to each other.
Yeah, got you.
But I think you should start talking.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Still rolling.
Don't give it to them.
And
They want it. Don't give it to
they
them.
score.
Just
Right.
keep restraint.
Yeah.
Score.
Just do a little bit of restraint.
Ryan, come on back.
In the clip, Justin is clearly focused on his role as both actor and director, even calling for a break after enough takes. Blake might want to reconsider her next move because this evidence is not looking good for her and only strengthens Justin's position.
All right, cut. I think we got plenty.
Yes.
Slow motion. It's gonna be a 17-minute reel.
Not only that, but people are pointing out how Blake's claim of being uncomfortable doesn't align with what's shown in the footage. She looks genuinely at ease, even joking about Baldoni's big nose, and they share a good laugh. Shortly after, Baldoni halts the scene, saying they've got more than enough takes for the slow motion effect they were aiming for.
And my nose is so big.
I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late. Just gotta shut down. Gotta call an insurance month and just deal with that.
Yeah.
And then,
Cut.
just kidding.
Oh, and by the way, the lighthearted moment about Justin's nose being big also has people tearing Blake down. Remember, one of Blake's claims in her lawsuit was that Justin body shamed her when he asked the trainer about her weight in preparation for a scene where he was supposed to lift her. Justin asked specifically because of his back problems, wanting to make sure he could safely perform the lift without injury. People are calling out the double standard. Blake can comment on Justin's nose, but when he asks about her weight for safety, it's body shaming. Justin laughed it off, but Blake considered it an offense. This drama is insane, right? We're out here discussing noses. Speaking of which, Blake has never confirmed or denied having a nose job, but many speculate she's had rhinoplasty, noting noticeable changes to her nose over the years, like a narrower bridge and a more defined tip. Now the plot thickens because Blake's legal team responded to the footage in what many are calling her most toned down response yet. Following the release of this video evidence, Blake's team claims it proves everything they've said about Justin from the start. Blake's attorney issued a statement saying that each new video released only backs up her claims, labeling the footage as manufactured media stunts. According to Blake's side, Justin's actions in the video, leaning in to kiss her, rubbing his face against her neck, flicking her lip with his thumb, and making intimate comments, were all improvised without prior consent or an intimacy coordinator. Blake's team is trying to spin this footage as confirmation that they've been right all along, but people are watching the same video and aren't buying it. Experts are now analyzing the scene, and many believe Justin's actions were part of an unscripted moment between actors. A good actor knows not everything is scripted, especially in scenes that require natural chemistry. The same can be said for Blake, who is clearly interacting with Justin in a playful, comfortable way, something the internet is noticing. Social media is eating this up, with predictions that Justin might end up with a massive settlement while Blake faces potential fallout in her personal life. Fans are either clowning Blake for taking this too seriously or calling out the situation for being one big Hollywood mess. On the other hand, Justin is standing firm and his team has promised to release more footage. In a surprising twist, many of the subtle actions Blake is accusing Justin of are literally scripted moments, and some people are even suggesting Blake never read the book or script to begin with. At this point, it's clear the drama is bigger than the red carpet fiasco at the premiere. Lawsuits are flying, and Blake's trying to convince us that what was a scripted scene was something sinister. But the internet is undefeated, no one's falling for it. To make matters worse for Blake, old footage with Anna Kendrick has resurfaced, and now everyone's talking about it. It turns out there's even more behind-the-scenes drama, with claims of feuds with Anna Kendrick, tension with Leon Meir, and mistreatment of interns and other media figures. Blake's got a whole lineup of controversies, and it looks like her past is finally catching up with her.
I've met like a few times through Ryan on that film, and thought she seemed nice, and little did I know. Don't touch me.
Let's talk about Anna Kendrick. You'd think that starring together in A Simple Favor would make them besties, right? Well, not so much. Word on the street is that Anna and Blake have had beef from the start, and believe it or not, it might date back to some shade Anna threw at Blake's BFF Taylor Swift years ago. In a 2016 interview, Anna jokingly compared herself to Taylor, saying she could never be like her, calling Taylor the perfect Miss America type, while Anna preferred a more cynical, sarcastic vibe. It seemed like a harmless comment, but Blake didn't find it cute, and tensions between them apparently started there.
I can't be a Disney princess ever.
Oh, Muffin, it's so hearty.
Fast forward to filming, and things got awkward. Press tours, promo shoots, behind-the-scenes moments. All of it felt tense between them.
I've muted some people. There's a couple people that I've muted. Yeah. I think I'm just brunette because the books.
Everyone knows blondes are nicer anyway.
Insiders claim Anna Kendrick allegedly found Blake impossible to work with, while Blake accused Anna of stealing the spotlight. They never directly addressed the drama, but their co-star Henry Golding tried to shut down rumors, saying everything was fine. Still, press interviews revealed major passive-aggressive energy between them. Fast forward to the A Simple Favor sequel, and despite old tensions, the studio pushed forward with it, though Anna was hesitant. The production became so toxic that Blake and Anna were reportedly kept apart to avoid conflicts. Now, with Blake refusing to promote the sequel and Amazon shelving it indefinitely, things are looking grim. Blake's also dealing with rumors that she was iced out of the Golden Globes earlier this year, and with her ongoing legal issues with Justin Baldoni, it's adding more fuel to the fire. Amazon, who spent a lot on the sequel, isn't happy and has decided to pull it. Fans had high hopes for the return of Blake and Anna, but their off-screen drama seems to have derailed the whole thing. On top of that, Justin is asking for $400 million in damages, intensifying the stakes for both of them. It's turning into a major he said, she said situation, and right now it's not looking great for Blake. The It Ends With Us saga is shifting to the courtroom, and it's only going to get messier from here. Stay tuned.